I tried to send it to. I was going to send an email to Timothy's phone number. You can't. I can't do that. I figured that out, and I figured out where I can send it to Timothy through an email, just an outright email. I did figure that out. The only problem is I don't have his email address with me, and I don't know what I've done with it. I had it in my wallet, and it's not there, Timothy. So I figured out how to send you just an email through Gmail. Okay. I can do it through Gmail and I can send it to your email address. I can't send it by phone number. So that much I know. I can't send you the link through your phone number, a text message through your phone number. The only way I can do it if I don't go like through Messenger or stuff is by sending you a direct email. I copy the link, send the email through Gmail to you. Then I can get you on the show without having to go through Messenger and all that bullshit. So I do apologize for that. That's why I was 3 minutes late getting the show on tonight. But I figured that out quickly that having the phone number don't do no good. You can't send a text to your phone number to get you on the live show. Only way I can do it is send you, like I said, an email through Gmail. So then I can get you on the show. But I have lost your email address, Timothy. So don't give it to me on here. Just give it to me if y'all see me tomorrow or something. Then I can get you on the show tomorrow night. Okay. So I figured those two things out. I can't send you, I can send you a text to your phone number, but I can't get you copy the link and send it to you and get you on the live show that way. But I can send you an email, a text message to Gmail, through Gmail to you. And then I can get you on here. So, like I said, I do apologize, everybody. And by the way, my name's Mr. Ozzy Neil Rose. Welcome to the Strut Man Show. As always, coming to you live from Parker Road Specialty Pharmacy here on Parker Road, here in my hometown of Jonesboro, Arkansas. I'd like to say thanks once again to one of the ladies that works here, and I didn't know her first name, but she paid for a box of cream for me to use on my nose to keep it from getting sunburned and getting a sore on it like I did last summer. And that I was mighty thankful for. I told her I had the money, but I'm on a shoestring budget. I was just going to try to get it somewhere else cheaper. And tax and all, you was talking like $10 for it. So thank you once again, sweetheart. I greatly appreciate you for that. They're really good to me here, no doubt. Uh, Scott, hey guys, pretty good. How y'all? Sure. Hey Scott, God goes hello, hello Scott. Problem. YouTube. YouTube? Yeah. Hey, what's up, YouTube? There you go, guys. Heck yeah. What's up, YouTube? There you go. You have a great y'all too, guys. But yeah, Scott, Jamie goes, okay. So, Jamie, you did understand that. I'll give it to you privately. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. I don't want you to give it to me over here. Y'all know, y'all have all kinds of crazy people bother you. Crazier people than me and Trey Stafford. That's another thing. Trey cracked me up today. I seen something he posted about, because 4th of July is coming up. And about, I think he was telling his wife he was wanting to get a flag or some flags put out there in their yard. And he was cracking me up what he was saying, supposedly, I guess, saying to his wife about it. So, well, you're right. No, Jared. I see that, Scott. Well, let me recant what he said. What I got yesterday. He said yesterday in a text, hopefully he would be on the show last night, but hopefully he wasn't. So that's the only thing I got wrong on that message was hopefully. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, he don't owe me no explanation. He don't owe me nothing. It's just that I would tell him this. Take it from a guy who knows. If his relationship has ended with her, that means that's the end of that, and it's time to start anew. And just keep moving forward and thinking positive. And there's other fish in the sea. So if that's the case, I don't know it's the case. But you can drown in depression over something like that when just keep moving forward and staying focused. You'll be all right. Jenny goes, I will give it to you after the show. Sounds good, sweetheart. Uh, well, how are your? Oh, okay. Well, how are y'all fuckers on this fine evening? I'm doing okay, I guess. I'm gonna have a cigarette right quick, and then Jamie, I'm gonna do my food review. Jamie, Timothy, and Miss Audrey brought me supper tonight. Seafood, all the food that I see to eat. It's like I'm going to be doing a live food review instead of a recorded food review. So I'm going to be doing that here in just a minute. I'm going to have a smoke first. Jamie goes doing good, Rebel son. Jamie go okay. Major goes. His gravy train ran dry. Oh, I guess she made it towards Jared. Well, I mean, I don't know. Something it don't sound good, does it, Major? I mean, it don't to me either. I mean, I'm like all of you. It don't sound good. I know this much. If they were together, I think he would still be in this live show somehow, some way. That's just my own take on it. I give people the benefit of the doubt, but I see things for what they are too. And that might have been what split them up. I don't know. I hope it wasn't. Uh, Rebel Son goes, "Hey, Jamie," and Jamie goes, "Yeah, to what I was saying there." And Major, she goes, "Hey, what's up, Rebel?" Scott goes, "He had a bunch of high hopes for him." Well, I mean, he had some really great ideas. I'll give that kid that. I mean, he's kind of a real smart guy as far as that goes. He's really sharp. Uh, but with any relationship, as y'all all know, it's one thing if you split up, and if you know it's over, then don't soak in that past. Just move forward. You'll meet somebody else. You know. Jamie goes, "We love the show." You talking about my show, Jamie? My internet is slow. Jerry goes, "My internet is slow." It might be because the internet might be straight and Truman. It might be what it is. I don't know that, but I mean, it could be that, Jerry. Well, I hope all of y'all had a great day today, Major, Jamie, all of y'all. Uh, Finally, I got even the commentary segment done and posted on all forms of social media tonight before I went live here. So, that's a plus for me. But by the way, I wanted to let everybody know I forgot it in my two lives today. I got my 51st confessions video, still part four done. If you want to check that out when you get time, uh, I hadn't even scratched the surface yet on them. Now I'll tell you like this: uh, some days my videos are better than other days. One week a confessions video might be better than the next. Some days my strutting's better than other days, and that's just how it is. I know I'm my own worst critic, so that is true. Uh, Jamie goes, yes, yeah, I guess talking about you like, yeah, my show, yeah, yeah, I know y'all do. The show is fixing to get better. I got some other good news. I told Timothy and Jamie and Miss Audrey about it. Now I'm definitely going strutting tomorrow, Jonesboro, but I do have business at Cricket. And the major business that I got to get accomplished there is I'm getting me a second phone tomorrow. That way, starting tomorrow night, I do two live shows simultaneously at the same time. It'll be the YouTube live and it'll be TikTok live. At the same time, I've got two little pieces that I can hook on my tripod here to hold both phones up. And so we're going to be doing this starting tomorrow night. So I look forward to spicing the show up as my good friend Scott had suggested and was right. I agreed with him. So I look forward to starting that tomorrow night. Uh, Jamie goes, yeah, you're shot. Yeah, I know y'all do. Major goes, I have pickup meds tomorrow at pharmacy. If I don't see you, I'll drop the chair behind the dumpster. Sounds like a winner, buddy. Or you can just put it right there in the little bit of forest right here beside the brick wall part if you want to. Just all you got to do is just throw it in there. That's what I do. I just throw it in there and it falls on the green leafy substances over there. Whichever you want to do, though, Major. And thanks, Major, for the chair. I greatly appreciate it, buddy. Uh, Jamie goes, good, good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I agree. Now, if my time ain't totally taken up at at I still call it Checkers at Cricket Wireless tomorrow, if I have enough time, I'm gonna get to the Walmart on Highland Drive to price me a Bluetooth speaker. I'm hoping to get it, tomorrow, but it may be the next day before I can get that. That way we can have music trivia night. I can be DJ on here. One night Scott can be, you know. Major goes, okay. Yeah, sounds good, buddy. Thank you. Jamie goes, hey, yeah, you're becoming high tech. Well, I'm not really high tech. I'm just a redneck. It was really Scott's idea. Uh, Jared come up with the DJ and music trivia. But Scott come up with the idea about two live shows at the same time. So I agreed with him, and that's going to be every night, folks. Every night, two live shows simultaneously at the same time. Now, once I get these two things off and running, uh, one night we'll have a movie trivia night. Is what we have. One night we'll have a sports trivia, maybe a professional wrestling trivia night. So we'll keep the show pretty spiced up. I'm happy to say too, now that I know exactly what's wrong with me with Alpha Gale. Uh, After the 4th of July is what I'm going to do. Starting of what Scott found out another guy was doing in another town, a hide and seek. And that's where I'll tell people in my first live of the day, well, I'm going strutting. Once I get to where I'm going to be hiding at, I'll show you a snapshot picture. Then it's up to my followers here in Jonesboro, Arkansas to find me. So I'm happy to say that's going to happen sometime after the 4th. I want to wait after the 4th of July. Things are fixing to come along a lot better. Uh, Jamie goes, yeah, well, I mean, I'll just say like George Jones, he said he was a high tech redneck. I'm just a redneck. I ain't high tech. He said he didn't need the Geritol or the Medicare. I don't need the Geritol, but I'll keep the Medicare. I think the messaging's lagging tonight. It has I know, last couple of nights before tonight it was. But I'll give it to Jared. He can always come up with great ideas and stuff like that. And that's why I say I hate to see that. Uh, I mean, I hate it if they broke up naturally, but it's not the end of his world. It's just the beginning of a new one. Sometimes you think you can't live without someone until you find out you can. Kennedy goes, howdy, partner. Hey, buddy. Believe me, you find that out in life. You think, well, I just cannot live without this person. Then when they're no longer alive, then you find out, well, yeah, you can live without them. You know, you may be not want to, you may not like it, but you can, and you do. Uh, Scott goes, she got tired of him smoking. Well, I mean, that could be part of it. I don't know. Kennedy goes, just got home. Well, that don't sound good. I thought y'all was home for a little while. Uh, oh, went shopping. Okay. Well, yeah, naturally, Jamie had your money, like she showed it to me. So she got her money today, but she also got her other money today when you got paid. I hope she at least let you go get you a can of dip. There you go. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I can just see her and Audrey on payday with you, Timothy, with their hands both hanging out. Where's my money? Scott goes, my wife would not stand for me smoking. What, anything or pot or what? Timothy goes, yep, I bought 2 rolls. Two rolls of dip. I think that's is that a 4 pack or 6 pack, Timothy? I was trying to remember. Or is it more than that? Pot. Yeah. Well, I didn't know if you just meant anything to smoke or just pot or what. I didn't know. Uh, Timothy goes, yep, 5 pack. Okay. Yeah, you'll get like me if you like me when a person that dips, if they don't have their dip, they get cranky. Same like a guy like me. That if I don't have no smokes, I'm gonna get cranky. A friend of mine, Charlie Robinson, here in town. That's how he quit smoking. He started dipping, right? But one time he was taking me somewhere here in Jonesboro. He was getting nervous. He goes, "Damn, I forgot my damn dip." I said, "Well, Charlie, don't panic." I said, "Go to a tobacco store and I'll buy you a can." No, no, they ain't no sense you buying the whole can when I got plenty of it back over. I said, "Go there and I'll go ahead and get it." But that's what I'm saying. People get nervous like us smokers do. Which Timothy smokes cigarettes, cigars, and dips. Uh, I bought 10 2 5 packs. I said that right. 10 to 5 packs. Major goes, I remember rolls used to be in 10 pack. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that too. Timothy goes, that's kayak. That is 10 pack. Kayak is just kayak only now. There's Jared. Pick of the devil. Hey man, was on a bender, but I'm back. Me and Jade are working things out. Had to turn my life over to God. I'm done with the pot and alcohol. 4 days sober. Well, I mean, I didn't think you drank alcohol really much. I didn't think. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see you're doing better. We didn't know. I mean, we thought you might have broken up, but that's about all we could kind of think on. I knew you smoked reefer, but I didn't know you drank anything really. Timothy goes, "Yep, kayak is 10 pack only." Okay. Scott goes, "I told you my gut does not lie." Well, mine don't either, uh, Scott. But I mean, but you're working things out. He says, "I had to turn my life over to God. I'm done with pot and alcohol. 4 days sober." I mean, I don't know if she went on with her vacation or not. I don't know. What did I tell you, Miss Jamie? Well, I mean, we kind of did think you broke up, but we of course we didn't know the circumstances or anything. When you said a bender, I mean, I didn't know if you meant alcohol bender, drug bender, or what. Uh, Most women will not put up with that. Well, you're right. Most women don't, and this is why. Especially a woman that don't say have addiction issues, they get jealous of that because they see that you love that drug or that drink more than you love them. And when they see that, then yeah, it brings attention there. So that's why. When they see that you love a drug or a drink more than you love them, that's when nothing else will tell you. Why don't you love me like you love that alcohol or that drug? So you're right. Most generally, it don't, unless they are an addict themselves. Jared goes, it had nothing to do with the pot. I was becoming someone I didn't like or want to be. Okay, well, I mean, nobody knew. Uh, I mean, yeah, we pretty much gathered from the one text you gave us that y'all might have broke up, but we didn't know what it was over. Uh, Major goes, good for you. Glad to see you saw it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. I mean, he said he was becoming a person that he didn't want to be. Uh, Now, alcohol can make some people 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Now, it didn't me, but and there's some that don't. Don't get me wrong, but then there's some. The minute they get a drink, man, they get mean. Then there's a lot of people that drink alcohol that don't. Uh, I'm like Major. Good for you. Glad to see you saw it. Yeah. Jamie goes. That's what we said, Scott. Yeah. Uh, Major goes. Takes a man to admit it. That's true. I mean, it always takes a bigger person when they can admit their faults. That's your start to recovery too. Is when you admit your faults, admit you're powerless over the drug or the drink that you were hooked on. And then you start to really see the problems that you had that caused that. Like whether it's mental problems or physical health problems or what have you. Then you start working on that. You know, Scott goes, we all could notice it. Jared goes, man, we got into a good struggle at her mom's. We said some things that weren't too kosher. She stayed at her mom's in Heber, and I went to Little Rock. Well, what'd you go to Little Rock for? You don't mind me asking, Jared. You don't have to say, because that's the message we got is that she was staying in Heber, and you was on your way to Little Rock. But I mean, that's all we knew. Uh, Johnny goes, yeah, Scott, and Rebel Son goes, I'm addicted to weed. Uh, it can be an addiction. Uh, Jerry goes, y'all have a cooler night tonight than tomorrow. Well, you too, Jerry. Thanks for saying that, my trimming buddy. I mean, I have an addiction now. but mine's more of a healthier addiction. Okay. I mean, I've always had the addiction to the drug and the drink, don't get me wrong. But I got another addiction that supplements that. And that's everything that I do. And so, and I love it. It's an addiction, you know, but it's a good addiction, if you know what I mean. Uh, Rebel Sun goes, I smoke $100 worth of weed a day. Okay. Well, that's quite a bit of weed, you know. Uh, Major goes, damn. That's what I was fixing to say. Damn. $100 worth of weed a day. I mean, that's I was doing every bit of that and meth alone a day, but uh, and still that was a lot for that. So uh, sometimes I'm doing a little bit more, but I ain't bragging. I'm definitely complaining. But I know the weed today is really high because it's mostly from dispensary. So, but it's top quality. Yeah. If it comes from the dispensary, you don't have to worry about fentanyl being in it either. So, uh, later goes, you must make great money. Talking to you, Rebel Son. Well, yeah, I remember he said that they got cattle and horses and stuff like that. Jerry goes, man, we had to get away from each other. It was either 3 hours to Jonesboro or an hour to Little Rock. I went down there, went to a folk festival, hung out with some hippies for 2 days. Okay. Well, I mean, that's what we gathered from you. She was staying in Heber and you was on your way to Little Rock. So we didn't know what was taking you to Little Rock. Rebel Sun goes, I smoke recreational. I just love to get high off the ganja. I'm very blessed with money. God has blessed me. Well, I'm glad that you said that, Rebel Son, that God has blessed you with the money that He's blessed you with. Let Him continue to bless you with that money and pass me along through the grapevine, if you will. uh, but yeah, I hope if you checked out some folk music, then you probably had a good time, Jared. So I tell you, a good place for that is Mountain View, Arkansas too. That's the folk music capital of the world right there. I don't guess USA is going to be in here again tonight. I don't think he was in last night's show, if I remember right. I don't think he was. I don't remember, anyways. Now, my regulars that are on here, now, tomorrow is Tuesday, as you know. So we're going to do the two shows simultaneously tomorrow night. So, like Jamie and Timothy, of course, Scott, everybody, Jared, be sure and be on the show here tomorrow night. Uh, Jamie Wilson goes, no, he wasn't. No, tomorrow night, yeah. Yeah, because I'm going to do the. Hang on here, guys. I got to get up. I'm not my cigarettes out. Okay. Okay. All right. I got it. No harm, no foul. Uh, Jared goes, but slowly and steadily we are working things out. But either way, it goes. It goes. Jesus has my back, man. I'm repenting for everything, and I'm not turning back. Well, that's what you got to do. Is keep moving forward and don't look back. That's a cliche, but I mean that is the truth. Uh, Jamie goes, I'm so happy we are finally going to do two shows tomorrow night. Yeah, me too. I mean, I knew I just had to wait to payday on a couple of those things. Is what was holding me up. But yeah, the show's gonna be spiced up. I think the viewers and the guests will like it a lot better, for sure. But who knows? Maybe we can get Major to come in here. Uh, you know, I doubt it, but maybe. Uh, Rebel Sun goes, Jared, God will bless you if you pray about it. Yeah, he will. I mean, he will, and just just don't give up. Just keep on trucking, keep on keeping on. Is what it's all about. Jamie goes, yes, so excited. Yeah, me too, Jamie. And Major goes, nope. I know what he said nope to about getting him on here. Jamie goes, about it. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, I think it won't hurt the show whatsoever. That it won't do. It won't hurt it. I think it will. I think the viewers will like it a lot better too. Personally, nobody likes a boring show. I mean, I get that. I'm my own worst critic, and me included. I don't like a boring show. So it's like today. I had a blessing today here at the Park Road Specialty Pharmacy. I can't remember. I don't remember what her first name was, and I was pricing this. It's like generic Destiny Creed to put on your nose, and it won't melt off, and keep the sun from scorching my nose like it did last summer. And she said, I'm going to pay for this. I want to do that for you. I said, well, honey, I got my check. I said, I'm just on a shoestring budget. I got to see if I can get it at a cheaper price, maybe somewhere else. She goes, no, I'm going to get it for you. I was even, I want to do it. So I thanked her kindly for doing it because tax and all is going to cost about $10 for it. So Jared goes, sorry I let y'all all down, man. Had to get away. And as Lenny Kravitz said, well, I mean, we understand that. I know I kept reaching out to you and I wasn't hearing nothing until I think it was yesterday. You said hopefully you'd be on last night's show. You said you'd been on a bender for a few days. I told everybody here what you actually said, but you didn't come on last night, so we hadn't really known what to think this whole time. We thought maybe you and Jade was broke up, yeah, but we didn't know what it was over or anything. Uh, Jamie goes, and tonight it's EI name. Rebel Son 94 goes in the same Rebel, Jamie. I'm the same Rebel, Jamie. Jamie goes, oh, okay. I don't know what you mean by that, Jamie. It's all die name. It's a die name. Okay. I'm gonna get a drink here and start sampling this seafood. Jamie is still my internet girlfriend. Okay. Oh boy. I can tell you already right now it's gonna be really good, folks. It looks like butterfly shrimp, hush puppies, not pop. Well, I guess you call it popcorn shrimp. Oh, fried okra, crab. Oh yeah, Captain D's dipping sauce. All right, that's tartar. I like tartar best. I tried that. That's all right. Hush puppies look good too. Oh yeah, well, hush puppies are really good. Scott goes. I better watch out. Timothy may not be in bed yet. Right. Jerry goes. Did you hear any of the fighting I heard about at Jackson Box? Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, a couple nights ago, I went over there right when it was just over with. Uh, uh, Joyce, the night lady manager there at Jack in the Box, informed me a couple nights back that every night Tahar has to call the police because there's at least 20 to as high as 50 teenage kids out there, and they either get into a fight or out there drinking and doing drugs. So, I mean, I'm asking all you kids to do this. I'm not telling you what to do, but anywhere you go where there's 20 of you or more, even if you're standing around not fighting, the business is going to call the police because they think you're either going to be a shooting, a fight, or you're drinking and doing drugs. And I'm just asking y'all kids to, when y'all want to congregate that many of y'all like that, that's great. But do a positive thing. Go to community centers here and play basketball or the YMCA I know y'all got time on your hands. School's out for summer, but please go do that because when you go to a business to 20 of y'all or more, they're just simply going to call the police on you. You know. Now I'm not telling you. I'm just asking you because I would hate to see any of you kids get hurt or go to jail or anything like that. So please just try to respect the businesses, kids. Okay. Uh, yeah. Uh, well, I missed this from Jared here. We all used to do it back in the day, but we never bothered anyone. That's how cops get called. Well, even when there's not a fight and there's at least 20, as high as up to 40 and 50, they know they're drinking and doing drugs in. And they just don't want them on their properties, because it's bad for business. So that's why I was asking the teenage kids, if you want to congregate that many of you like it, go do something positive, like go play a basketball game or something else at the community center. You know, don't do things negative. Don't get into a fight. Don't start shooting at one another. Don't start drinking and doing drugs. None of that is worth it. You know what I'm saying? And I know you're a bunch of good kids out there. You just got time on your hands. There's not a lot to do here in Jonesboro. I get that. But just try to do positive things, okay, kids? Uh, and Greg Webb goes, hi, Ollie. Hey, Greg Webb. Thanks for saying hi. Jerry goes, strawberry micro moon on tonight. Yeah, I heard it was going to be on tonight, Jerry. Thanks for bringing that up. I'm a big fan of you, Greg Webb says. Well, thank you so much, Greg Webb. I appreciate you, buddy, for saying that. Uh, Jamie goes, hey, where is my boyfriend at? I don't know. Jerry goes, Royce has been torn down after serving 80 years. I know it. I've seen that on Facebook today by Channel 8. Jamie Wilson goes, where did my boyfriend go? I don't know. There he is. Let me make sure I didn't miss a comment. Timothy said, yeah, I did. Timothy said he was going to bed. Good night, Timothy. But that was the only comment I missed. Jerry goes, big one on me is don't fight outside anyone's building. That's not your house. They are trying to do a job and you're enabling it. Right. Right. Well, a couple nights ago, Jared, when I went over there, Jack in the Box, I seen there was a wooden bat, maybe about 2 feet long, if that, maybe about a foot and a half. And I told uh us about it, and I said it's back up right over there, right there in the drive-through. And she said, "I'll be damned, it is." So she went and got it. So I mean, I don't want to see no kids getting hurt, but I don't want them getting killed by bullets. But at the same time, I don't want to see them getting arrested. And it is bad for business. But the owners don't want to see none of that happening to them either. Uh, Greg Webb goes, "What you eating?" Well, I'm eating hush puppies right now. Uh, all this come from Captain D's that Timothy McCabe and Jamie Ann brought me for supper. Thanks for asking. Major goes, looks like a full moon, Jerry. I just went out and looked at it. It's a strawberry micro moon tonight. Uh, Greg goes, I'm subscribed to you because you're the kind and awesome person. Well, thanks so much, Greg. Thanks for subscribing, man. It means a lot. I appreciate you. Uh, Jamie, this food's really good. And I'm doing the live food review, and this is kind of like the popcorn and shrimp, I guess what they call it. Real good. Fried okra, I know it's going to taste good too. I'm fixing to get me a piece of that right now. Oh, yeah. Fried okra, real good. Oh, Gary goes, and if they keep doing it, Jack in the Box will change their hours to avoid the conflict, right? Yeah, nothing else will shut the drive-through hours down like way Wendy's does. I think Wendy's shuts it down at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you're right, buddy. I'm gonna say, where's my cup? Uh, Uh, Greg Webb goes, I'm going to bed. See y'all. Have a sweet dreams. Have a blessed night. You too, Greg. Thank you, my friend. And thanks for subscribing and the kind words, too. Jamie goes, I'm glad you like it. Oh, I do. It's really good. Uh, Rebel Sun goes, I've never had Jack in the Box. Well, that's too long. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I do. It's really good. Uh, well, you bet I do, Jamie. You're welcome. Bye bye. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh, Major. I mean, uh, Jared, I want you down the road to give some consideration to being a part time manager of mine. Because there's just three things I would need a manager to do for me in the upcoming future for right now. And you can work on these three things at your leisure. So when you get better stable, I want you to really consider it. Jerry goes, if they had problems, do it the right way. Tell them to meet you at gym and get down with the gloves. There you go. That's it. You know, if you've got a problem, another kid's got a problem with another kid, that's what you do. Just say, hey, let's schedule a meet at the YMCA. We'll have a boxing match. You know, and Jerry goes, I always keep two sets of boxing gloves. That way we both get to go home. There you go. Yeah. I mean, I know kids got a lot of peer pressure, and stuff like that. I understand that. But it's not worth someone losing their life from a bullet or getting hurt from a physical fight, or being messed up on drugs and alcohol. None of that's worth it. Later goes video. I saw they boxed it out in the drive-through. Well, okay. Let me ask you, when did this actually happen, Major? Was it last night? Uh, I went there last night, and I talked to Joyce then. She said it was a little bad earlier. She said, but not real bad. If it was last night, it was after I left there. Jared goes, and it makes hard for police to hold a case if you both have gloves on, right? Major goes, not sure. Okay. Well, if I go back over there tonight, uh, I can ask them about it. They're good about letting me know about it. Rebel Sun goes, was Ozzy fighting at Jack in the Box? No, it wasn't me. It was a bunch of teenagers, about 20 to, one night it's close to 50 of them that met out there. So, now Joyce told me this last night that one boy told her there was almost a shooting out there. So that's what I'm saying, kids. We don't want none of you teenage kids to get shot. We don't want you to get hurt from a physical fight. But at the same time, we don't want you dying from drugs and alcohol either, from an overdose or a poison. And yeah, it's bad for business, but the owners want the best for you too. You know, so please try to do something positive with your time. Don't do something negative like that. You know, uh, I'll send you the video link on TikTok. Okay, Jared, thanks for doing that, buddy. Uh, good. Uh, Rebel Stud 94 goes, that's why I just stay smoking weed. It's peaceful. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I'd like to state too regarding this issue. JPD don't patrol much around here. And if JPD's listening to me at all, if there's any way you can increase your patrols here off of Southwest Drive and Parker Road, it'd be greatly appreciated. Because it's just y'all. I know you got to go where the highest crime is. I get that, but it's fixing to be a high crime area here. So if you can, if you can't patrol. But if you can patrol, patrol a little bit more often, especially Jack in the Box and the Exxon gas station. Cause uh, those song goes, I'm a peaceful man. I hear you. I am too until someone disrespects me. Then I get unpeaceful. Jenny goes, be right back, Ozzy. Okay, okay, honey. I know what you got to go do. Take your meds. Jerry goes, I'm smoking a big fatty from bed right now. Sounds good. And Jamie goes, okay, I'll be right back. But yeah, if JPD can't, they can't. If y'all can, it'd be greatly appreciated. I'm just asking if you can do more patrols right through the parking lots of the Exxon gas station and Jack in the Box. It'll be a deterrent. You officers know it won't knock anything out, but I mean it could be a deterrent to all them kids gathering like that, and then there'll be in a fight or be a shooting or be abusing drugs and alcohol. Jared goes, they really need to step it up during the summer. Kids have nothing to go do around here, like we talked about a week ago, right? That's what it is. Uh, if school was back in session, they wouldn't be congregating like that. They didn't even do that on the weekends during the school year. So you're right. Uh, Rebel Sun goes, I love me some good old cornbread fed country girls. Well, yeah. Uh, I like them city girls too. They're all right. Uh, Major goes, town's full of them. Right. Jerry goes, parents take control of their kids that time of night. Right. I mean, I don't want to see any kid get hurt from a fight, but I don't want to see any kid get shot either. But at the same time, I don't want to see any of them kids get arrested. On them three fronts, I just don't want to see that with them. Scott goes, me and Ozzy like fat girls and fried bologna sandwiches. Jerry goes, I wish they could all be California girls. There you go. Uh, Double Sun goes, you got that right, Scott. Major goes, need a curfew for kids, right? They have a curfew in Paragould. Well, that because I can remember they always did in Paragould. If it's good enough for Paragould, it ought to be good enough for here. Jerry goes under 18, got to be home before 10. But if they don't, patrol, they drive right through. Well, now it's like this I see with most officers. Yeah, there's laws and you got to obey them. But if you don't obey them, they have the discretion of either citing you or taking you to jail. So they can point disorderly conduct. They can take you to jail for that. But if they want to, they can just write you out a citation for that. So I don't know if that's how it is on all laws. I don't really think it is. But a lot of laws, it's just their discretion. If you, like a lot of them, you lie to them, they're just going to take you to jail. You know. Uh, but I agree, Jared. I agree with you, Major, too. Well, it was a Paragould. You could be a minor and be out, but you had to have a work permit in order to do it. You know. But I told Joyce last night, I said, well, Joyce, I brought it up on the show. I told her this last night. And I said last night, I said, I'll bring it up on the show tonight, meaning tonight. And I said, I'll only continue to bring it up. Because they're like up me. The staff there don't want to see nothing bad happen to any of the kids there, and they don't. And that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid that's what's going to happen. It can be stray bullets flying and hit some of the staff too. Or they break out in fights like they have there already. They don't want to see that, and the kids get hurt. But at the same time, they don't want to see them going to jail either. Uh, God goes, yep, Michael Jackson is a pedophile. Although that rebel son goes, Michael Jackson will get the kids after 10 p.m. Well, it'd be kind of hard for him to do that, guys. He's dead. He, rebel son goes. But Jerry goes, ha ha, yeah. Scott goes, too bad. He's already dead years ago. Yeah. Well, what made Michael Jackson look so bad though is when he done that interview with that Bashir guy, I think, and he goes, "Yeah, I've had boys sleep in the same bed with me, but that's all we're doing is sleeping." Well, even if that's the case, it still don't look right when that's not your kid and you're sleeping in the same bed with another parent's little boy. It doesn't look right. It don't smell right. It's not right. So that was my take. I'm pretty much sure that he was a pedophile. I mean, because y'all know this, it would not look right to sleep with, let's say, a 10 or 12-year-old boy. Now, if that was your son, that might be a different story, depending on if like he had a health issue or something. But if it's no relation to you, anybody would say, well, that don't look right and it don't sound right and it's not right, you know. So I know he's dead and gone now. I get that, but that's something I would have told him to his face. He'd been alive, you know. Uh, Son goes, I wonder how much jewelry they buried him in. Like to know one day. I don't know. Scott goes, we made him look so bad. Was he did not even want to be a black man anymore. He did not like his own people. That's pretty. I mean, he had that. Uh, I forget what it's called, but it's where your skin goes from black to white. So that he couldn't help, and on a white person, your skin starts turning black. I forget what they call that. I used to know. So he couldn't help that, but uh, is what it is. Jerry goes, they need the old infomercial. It's 11 p.m. Where are you kids? Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I think Channel 3 from Memphis used to say it's 10 o'clock Mid South. You know where your kids are? Uh, I think it's WREG TV Channel 3 in Memphis that said that. But Jerry, just really give it some consideration. I wouldn't have you doing a lot of work, and it would be. I just need three things actually done for me, and then you could work on that at your leisure. Other than that, that would be it for a while. So it's something for you to think about. Uh, and I know you could do these three things too. That's the thing. I don't have enough time in my schedule to get them started. Scott goes, it made me mad when he started dating Elvis's daughter. Well, it didn't make me mad, but he was just doing that for a front. Remember when he French kissed her at the MTV Music Awards? That was all staged. He just wanted to try to prove to the world that he wasn't a gay man. That's all it boiled down to. You know, it didn't work. The marriage didn't, but it didn't work. But trying to make the world believe that he wasn't a gay man. I always thought he was gay. That's just my take on him. Uh, Jerry goes, I think about it, man. I should be getting my motorcycle back soon and could for sure help you out. Well, see, that it would only be three things, and you can work at it on your leisure, and you can take your time with it. I just don't have enough time in my day. Everything I'm doing and new stuff I'm going to be doing to get these off and running. So, and once these three things are done, the only thing I would have you do then is try to go get me some jobs at area businesses. That would be it. I mean, and once per job that I get, I would give you a cut of the money. You know, uh, so it is something for you to just think about. Uh, and of course, it would really help me out and get you some exposure at the same time. Uh, Scott, but thanks, buddy. Scott goes, stay with your own kind. I agree with Scott. Rebel Son goes, yeah, yep. Uh, but Michael Jackson was to me. I mean, musically, he was good. He was great at music as far as music went. But as a person, he was just totally somebody that I know I wouldn't like. I wouldn't have nothing in common other than liking his music. That would be it. Uh, he. I think when it comes to morals, he was more or less. You know, God goes, you would have to come up with a contract. That way, nobody gets screwed. Well, yeah, in a way, not. My jobs would be $50 up front, and that's per video. And I would have a list of everything I do, every form of social media with that one video. The meal would have to be free and the drink, and that's per video. So that's on the low end that I would take. I would take as high as 100. If they want me to strut for their business, at least 20 an hour, if not $25 an hour, plus all the free drinks I can handle. And that's up front. Everything has to be up front because I have been screwed over more than once. Rebel Sun goes, Michael Jackson even had a playground in his backyard. Yeah, I know. Jared goes, I'll tell you what, you would have been awesome in Little Rock. I know probably 70% of the ball owners, they like flying saucers, broken canoe Willie. Okay. Well, I mean, that's at the low end what I would charge. If you think I ought to charge more since you'd be trying to get the jobs, then we charge more. But everything has to be up front. I have to get everything up front. You know what I'm saying, Jared? I've been screwed over roughly 3 times now, uh, as far as not getting paid. And that's why I have to be paid up front. Uh, Jerry goes, Jonesboro used to be 10 p.m. weeknights, 12 p.m. on weekends. Well, I didn't know what it was here, Jerry. I knew that's about what it was in Paragould, though. Now, you could be out later than that if you had a work permit. You know, Johnny goes, hello, what's up? Doing the live show without you. Still snacking on the food. That's really, really good. Captain D's. Rebel Son goes, my girlfriend is back. Yep, yep. She had to go pay bills. Uh, Gary goes, cash is the key, man. That's what I'm saying. It has to be everything up front or before I ever do any work. I don't play not paying. They would have a problem with me. Well, I could have posed them a problem, but, uh, and I didn't talk bad about the businesses that done me that way, the 3 businesses, and I didn't. And I wouldn't. But more power to them. Not really, but more power to them anyway. But, I mean, they'll get theirs. When you do something to someone that's wrong and you knew better to begin with to do it, it's going to come back on you at some point. That's why I just, after the third time, I said, that's it. I will only get paid up front before I do any work, or I don't do it. Uh, Jamie goes, yes, yes, I do have to pay bills. Yeah, but I know about what I'm worth now, Jared. You know what I'm saying? So, or I simply won't do no work for a business. I mean, I don't mind working for a business. I don't. I love advertising, and I do. No matter if it's food reviews or strutting for a business, but and I don't mind. I do love it, but that's why I got to get paid up front because I've been screwed over 3 times. Uh, Jerry goes, if they don't have 50, apparently they are struggling anyways. Right. That's the way I looked at it. Scott goes, direct deposit. There you go. I can do that. But I don't have a bank, but through my other account, they could. Scott, uh, Rebel Sun goes, my damn light bill was 150 or 650. I'm sorry. Or I'm sorry, 850. Wow. There you go, Scott. Hello, Miss Jamie. Jamie goes, how is your night going tonight, Scott? Scott. Hmm. Yep. Uh, going pretty good now that I'm back in Texas. Rebel Sun goes, but the barn lights got to stay on for the horse and ghosts and pigs. Goats and pigs, I'm sorry. Yeah. Jamie goes, "That's good, Scott. That's very good." Yeah. Okay, Jared, what businesses exactly are trying to reach out to? Restaurants, events, clubs. What are looking? What are you looking for? Me? Well, continue to do food reviews for the restaurants, food restaurants. Then I would like to do, the other strutting for a business. Like if a business wants me just to strut out front, hold a sign up, or wear a shirt that has their logo, and then at the end of it, maybe do a video, promoting the business that has me strutting for them. That's just the two things I would like to do as far as advertising goes. Or any other way that maybe a business would like me to advertise for them, I'd be game for that. You know, sorry for your loss, Scott. All right, Scott, I missed it. Scott said anywhere from now to the next 10 days, I may be in Arkansas for a funeral. So she's looking at dying at any time between now and 10 days. Scott, I'm sorry I missed the comment. Oh yeah, Mister Amy, I like all the food. Oh, you bet. I'm on the fish part now. You bet I do. I was riding my horse earlier and a damn horse horse flies was attacking me. Yeah, they're bad here too because of the heat. Rebel son. Jared goes, sorry about your loss, Scott. Yeah. She hasn't died yet, I don't guess, but she's fixing to at any time. Yeah, Scott says she hadn't died yet. Well, I've been praying for her every night that she's not been suffering in any way. You know, Jared goes, my bad, Scott. They go peacefully. Yeah, uh, he'll probably be coming through. I say he'll be coming through here. He won't be coming through here because Colt is around the Forest City area. So, and he's in Temple. That's in between Waco and Austin. Scott goes, "Are you going to come see me if I come to Arkansas, Miss Jamie? Taking talk Miss Jamie taking applications." He goes, "Yeah." Scott goes, "Okay." Jamie goes, "Yeah, we can go out to eat." Yep, that sounds good. Scott goes, "Yep." Jared goes, "There are a couple of businesses around town I could think of that would be great reviews, man." Yeah, I mean, and the only thing you would have to do is just go talk to the business. You can tell them, "Hey, I'm Ozzy's manager," and tell them your name and say, "Hey, are you? Do you need any? Would you like to have him to advertise for you?" And if they say yeah, and say, "Well, this is what he wants up front as the charge," and then you can explain to them in detail everything that I do. I'll have it written on a piece of paper, and you can make copies of it, Jared. That way, you can just hand it to him with nothing else, and that say this is what all this will include on his end that he'll do for you. Uh, Johnny goes, so we can hang out, right, and eat. Jerry goes, Cash App card. That's true. Uh, I don't have Cash App, but I mean, Rebel Son goes, if I ever come to Arkansas, I'll come and smoke weed with you, Ozzy. Okay. Scott goes, Ozzy would not be able to come. He cannot stay out that late. Go out where? You mean just to eat? Wherever I'm at, I can start the live show up there. Miss Jamie, I ain't quite ate all of it. I'm saving what I got a little bit of okra left, one piece of the fish, and both pieces of the crab. So I've ate everything else, so I'm wrapping it back up in this bag here to finish it off for the night's over with. It's really good though. All of it is. Uh, thank you and Timothy so much. Scott goes, "You're so busy." Well, Rebel Sun goes, "He travels a lot." Me too. Well, yeah, I'm real busy, but what I'm saying is, uh, if it's during the time I'm supposed to start the live show, I can go ahead and start the live show up. I can just have my tripod with me, and I can go ahead and start it up. So I'll be fine on that. Uh, uh, but we'll see when you get here what time frame you're going to be at. Uh, Jerry goes, just curious, is the question mark for the Riddler? No. I've been asked that a lot, and it was never about the Riddler. It was always because I always had so many questions in life to things I needed to find out, you know, uh, things I didn't know, so to speak. Still, I have questions today. I always will. Uh, Jamie goes, okay, okay, good. Good. I'm glad you like your food. Oh, I love it. It's really good. I didn't know it was coming from Captain D's, until I opened the bag up and seen the styrofoam was Captain D's. But Captain D's does have pretty good seafood there. There's no doubt. Uh, Let me grab this. Uh, Bro Son goes, I'll make a trip to Jonesboro, Arkansas soon. Will you do that? Uh, what are you going to do? Save a horse and ride a cowboy? You get here, Rebel Son? Also, while I'm cleaning my glasses here, I want to tell everyone if you're looking for a good service plan to go on, internet plan that is, go to Cricket Wireless on Southwest Drive, and that's where I do business at, and that is where I got my wireless plan through. It's right across the street from Coffee Gallery. It's right in between the Revenue Office and Pizza Inn on the same side of the road as them too, in the big orange building on Southwest Drive. And when you go in and see Powell or Lupita or the other young lady, tell them the strut man sent you, and you won't be disappointed. That's where I'm going to get my extra phone tomorrow, and my service for it, and we're going to have two shows simultaneously starting tomorrow night. So I look forward to it, guys. I really do. Uh, I can tell you, Scott and me was kind of right on it when we was talking last night. That I'll just do the other live show mainly on TikTok. We won't do a Facebook Live unless TikTok Live suspends me. Then we'll do a Facebook Live with YouTube Live. You know, so I do look forward to that tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to either tomorrow night or the next night having the Bluetooth speaker. So I be doing DJing, so to speak, and we do music trivia. So things are fixing to start things on the show is fixing to start spicing up, like Scott said. So I mean, because I'm like all the y'all, you don't want to be bored. You know what I'm saying? I don't either. I don't like it any better than you. Shit. Well, that didn't do no good. I'm gonna see if this will. If it don't, then I can't worry about it. That's better than what it was. Okay, I'll take that. Uh, Scott goes, ride a cowgirl. There you go. Rebel Sun goes, what you doing next weekend? Everything that I always do every day. Strutting, live show, commentary segments. Rebel Sun goes, got a truck? I got a truck. Okay, you got a truck? Jamie goes, I live in Jonesboro too. Yes, you do. And he goes, I got a truck and two cars. I can make it down there. Well, I bet you can have it all that. All I got is a little Hot Wheels car. It don't get me nowhere. Jamie goes, it's going to be a spiced up show. We love a spiced up show. Yes, we do. And she goes, we love spicy shows. That's true. Well, son goes, I can visit with Jamie too and Ozzy. Well, sure. Tell anybody who wants to leave Colorado to come down here. Tell them to come on down here with you. I have known people from here in Northeast Arkansas that moved to Colorado that really love it there. You know, so Rose Sun goes, yeah, but I mean, it's true. I mean, I hear y'all have no mosquitoes there, so see, that's a plus right there in itself because mosquitoes here are like on steroids. Uh, they're so bad and they're so big and so many. They're usually bad here till they harvest the rice. Then they don't bite as bad, but up until then, they're ferocious. Make sure I didn't miss no. Okay, wherever sun goes, you can come back with me, and I'll bring you back if you want to next weekend, Ozzy. Well, I couldn't leave here. I mean, I was wanting to go to Branson at one time, and I was only going to stay a week there and then coming back. But Scott, I know, couldn't swing it to come down here and pick me up, so I'll just stay right here in Jonesboro, pretty much. I can't have what you call a vacation anyways. My vacation's my work. So everybody around here knows as long as they see me doing everything in a day and a night, they know me to do. They know I'm still doing good. I'm on the straight and narrow. I'm not out here drinking or getting doped up. So and they take good comfort knowing that. So, but thanks for the offer. Uh, because it'd be my luck. I'd go to Colorado and not want to come back. That'd be my luck too. You know, that's like Scott's supposed to be if nothing changes for him. I think for Christmas, him and the crew's supposed to be in Miami, Florida, if I remember right. Somewhere in Florida, anyways. I remember that. Uh, and I wouldn't want to go down there then because I'd afraid I'd fall in love with all the eye candy and never want to come back. Jared goes, so if I found gigs outside of Jonesboro, they are a no go? No, they're a yes go. If it covers what I want up front plus the gas expenses. So, yeah, they can be outside of Jonesboro. You know, they can be anywhere in Northeast Arkansas and Southeast Missouri, as long as it also covers the gas expenses. You know what I'm saying, Jared? The money up front that I charge and plus the gas expense. Uh, Jared goes, they have really cold winters. Oh, yeah, they do. They do. Jared goes, so he said true, right? Yeah, Jared goes true. Yeah, because as long as it pays for the travel expenses, then yeah, I don't mind going anywhere in Northeast Arkansas or Southeast Missouri. And I don't mind, you know, because as you know, gas is still real high across the country. It's a Iran thing, high inflation in general. So, Rebel Sun goes, just let me know, Ozzy, and I'll pick you up. And I love road trips. Well, I mean, that'd be the thing with me. If I went somewhere like that, I would probably never want to come back to Arkansas. Then everybody here would hate my guts. I couldn't say I'd blame them. Uh, Scott goes, the last winter was not real bad when I was in Colorado, right? Right. Uh, Jamie goes, yeah, Scott. I mean, we got an 8 to 10 inch snow here. Uh, and then on top of that, we got like a half inch of freezing rain. Uh, so we had a pretty bad winter for here because most generally we don't even get a snow in the winter. And if we do, it ain't past 2 inches. And we had the real bitter cold that lasted for a good month. So we're not used to that here. He would fall in love with who or what? I hope we don't have a bad winter this year. Well, I mean, we had a pretty bad one for here this past winter. You know, and that precipitation stayed on the ground for so long because of the bitter cold that we had that followed the snow and the half inch of freezing rain we had on top of that. I know for about a good month I really couldn't strut hardly at all because the sidewalks were so baked over. Uh, she goes down with the girls down there. Okay. Jerry goes, we like Christmas in tornadoes. Jamie goes, with the girls down there. Down there, oh, you talking about Miami? Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. I'd fall in love with just the eye candy alone, and I'd never come back. I eventually would just have a stroke and die, you know, but I'd die with a smile on my face. Jamie goes, I hope we don't have another one like that, like last year. Well, I don't. I hope so not either. Uh, you know, me too. I'm just not a big fan of it. When the sidewalks are baked over, that means I can't really risk going out. But Scott, if you're going to be in Miami for Christmas, don't forget about your pal Ozzy. I'm not hearing nothing out of Scott, so he's probably saying right now, I'll remember you. I'll remember you. I will forget to remember you. Me too, Miss Jamie. Rebel Son goes, I'm going to visit my folks in Alabama for Christmas. Okay. That sounds cool. Scott goes, bring you down there with me to the nude beach. Oh, yeah. I definitely stroke out. Uh, Jamie goes, yeah, because it was dangerously bad last year. Yeah, it was. I really worried about the homeless people here. From what I gathered, they all fared out pretty much okay. But I was sure concerned they wasn't going to make it. Me, I knew I'd make it, but some of them I did really worry about. But come to find out, I think most of them, from what I gathered, most of them made it. I was worried about them too. It wasn't just freezing to death or getting hypothermia and dying. I was worried about frostbite because of the bitter cold. Jamie goes, yeah, the beach, yeah, yeah. If you're definitely going to Miami for Christmas, that would be my Christmas gift, Scott. Pick my old ass up and take me to Miami, for Christmas. What more could a guy ask for? I mean, or would want. That way you can go along the beach and watch all them pretty babes all in a row, wearing them two pieces, at Christmas time. What that would be the life. Just to look. Jamie goes, oh yeah, and brother son goes, me and Jamie can go bowling. Yeah. Scott goes, okay, lol, yeah. 'Cause, I mean, that would be great for me. I mean, that's just something in itself, just to sit there freely, not bother nobody, and just look at the pretty babes. You know, what more could a guy ask for? Because Christmas time here, you're not going to see women in two pieces along the beach. It's not going to happen here, but it can happen there. It does happen there. I'll still do everything I do there. That's for sure. Uh, Jamie goes, yeah, me and Jamie can go bowling. Rebel Son goes. Jamie goes, yep, yep. And I would do everything that I do here in the day and night. I would strut there. I would do everything I do here, nightly show. But in between all that, I'll be on. uh, Scott goes, I have pictures. It is beautiful. I know it's got to be beautiful. Uh, you know, and I would just have to tell them when I get the day I get ready to leave to come back. thank you. Oh, thank you. If they say, what are you thanking us for? You don't know us. I'd say, well, for giving me all that beautiful eye candy. But yeah, I mean, I think that would be about the best Christmas gift that a fella could ever ask for. Is just to be on the beach at Miami watching all the pretty babes. You know, Rebel Sun goes, I still can't get used to the beautiful snowy mountains here. I bet. I know that's breathtaking too, and it is. It's breathtaking too. When you look at the Rocky Mountains, or if you're in the Rocky Mountains and you see it snow covered, that's a beautiful sight in itself too. Uh, Jerry goes, I really won't come to visit. Well, I didn't much think you would. Rebel Sun goes, I still can get used to the beautiful. Yes, oh, yes, yeah. And then Scott goes, in December. Right. That's what I'm saying. You know how it is around here, Scott, for Christmas time around here. So, and there's no ocean here. There's not going to be anybody in any waves in any two pieces. So you get the beach and you get the hot beach. 90 degrees, he goes, right, in December. So, yeah. Rebel Sun goes, sometimes in the winter, I just stare at the mountain and cry. Well, why do you cry? I mean, I guess if I was there, I would stare out the window and I would just say that's amazing. That's breathtaking. That's just me, though. Jamie goes, yeah. I mean, it would make me be happy just to look at something like that, too. Just like the pretty babes on the beach of Miami, that I wouldn't cry. I'd be very happy. Like I'd be very happy looking at the Rocky Mountains with snow on them. Rebel Sun goes, cause I'm cold as hell. Well, I do know it's very cold there in the winter. See, that's what I'm saying. When you're from the South, you're not going to be used to that kind of winter. Uh, it gets way below zero there. Plus, you count the snow too. Uh, so I would not like the winters there probably at all. The fall, spring. I mean, summer, fall, and spring. I would love there. Well, I know my phone's got to be probably drained. I better hook it up. Well, first things first. This. Okay, hang on, guys. Oh, come on, dude. Uh, Real Sun goes. The horse won't even hardly move. I bet. Scott said 44%. Yeah, meaning your phone or my phone. I just hooked it up. Jamie goes, yeah, I'm only used to the South. That's all I'm used to is Arkansas. I'm not used to no other state. Well, I think they're winter months there, whatever, 6 months out of the year. They're in Colorado, or if not longer than that. I know in Alaska, I think it's 9 months out of the year it's winter there. Uh, I would take it as a punishment if I had to go live in any part of Alaska, say for a whole year, because I know 9 months out of that year it's going to be terribly cold, snow. Then it's dark. I think for about 70 days straight, day and night, practically in Alaska. I wouldn't like that either. I'd go off the deep end somewhere. Uh, Scott goes, everything is better in Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas. Yeah, like Biggins. You know what Biggins is, don't you, Scott? But Al Bundy called Biggins. Yeah, and Jamie goes, she's only Arkansas. I mean, only used to the Arkansas climate. Well, that's me there. I mean, I would love it in the fall months in Colorado, like I said, the spring months, the summer, but winter I would hate. Uh, Scott goes, yeah. Pickens. I'm going to be the captain of the No Ma'am Club, except it's not going to be called the No Ma'am Club. It's going to be called the Yes Ma'am Club. Uh, Al Bundy was a president of the No Ma'am Club. Mine, I would say I'm president of the Yes Ma'am Club. Jamie goes, and also I'm only used to Arkansas food and Arkansas drinks too. Well, I mean, I like other foods from other states. Don't get me wrong. Like you take up in New England, their main food that they promote is their ocean fresh seafood, which they have the best lobster. If you like lobster, which I do, the best shrimp too. I think it's better than any Gulf shrimp. I mean, there is a difference. I've tried both. I prefer New England seafood over the Gulf seafood. That's just me. I mean, I would take the Gulf seafood if I didn't have any other seafood to get. I would go with that because it does taste good. Scott goes, South Texas has the best Mexican food. Well, I know when I was in San Antonio the last time we went and ate at, they had authentic Mexican, but they had Tex-Mex, right? Man, I ordered the Tex-Mex first night, and it was excellent in San Antonio, Texas. So I do agree with you there, whether it's authentic or Tex-Mex. The further south you go in Texas, the better it's going to get. That's for sure. Rebel Sun goes, I'm 46 and I still ride a horse like no other. Well, that's a great thing. Nothing wrong with that either. Uh, Jerry goes, trying to find biscuits and gravy there. Uh, where? New England, or are you talking about Texas? Texas should have it. New England, different story. I mean, they'll tell you there that the best tasting food comes from the South. It's the worst for us as far as heart disease, but they'll tell you the best tasting food is in the South. We don't have good Southern cooking up here. What's excellent that we have is the fresh ocean, fresh seafood, which they're right. You know, you talking about biscuits and gravy in New England, Jerry, or talking about Texas? I don't know which one you was meaning towards. I mean, I love biscuits and gravy too. I like SOS in biscuits. Mike Barber, a friend of mine, he can really make that SOS really good tasting. I think he said he learned it from his mom. And the key to his is he puts a shitload of sausage in it. I mean, a shitload of it. And it really does bring out the flavor in it. Texas is south as you can get. True. Jerry goes, New England. Okay, that's what I thought you meant, Jerry. Yeah, you're right. Now, when I was there on my only vacation I took, I never even thought about trying to go get biscuits and gravy when I was there. Uh, but we went to this one place that said Southern Cooking. It showed fried chicken on the marquee. We go in there and we're sitting there. We're looking at the menu. And I was the waitress come up. I said, "What do you recommend here?" She said, "Where are you from? I know you ain't from around here." I said, "I'm from a little town in northeast Arkansas called Perigold. That's in the mid South." I said, "I'm about, I don't know, 70, 80 miles northwest of Memphis, Tennessee." And she goes, "Yeah, I thought you had a Southern slang." And she said, "Well, I know since you're from the South, I know we got like Southern cooking out here, but none of our Southern cooking is going to taste like y'all's. It will not even compare because she said it doesn't. She said, so she said, I'm just being honest with you. If you order the chicken, it's not going to taste like the fried chicken down south." So she said, "I don't really know what to recommend because you're probably not going to like anything we have." But I did order the chicken and it was okay. But it was like she said, but it was okay. It was still eatable. Uh, Scott goes, New England does not have cornbread. Cornbread is a southern food. Well, true. Jerry goes, South Mason, Dixon Line, biscuits and gravy. There you go. And my mom, she liked SOS, but she liked just regular biscuits and gravy better. And that's where I was different. I liked biscuits and gravy, but I liked SOS better. And boy, if you can put a whole stick of sausage in it like Mike Barber did, that's the way I like it. Mike was a real good cook. I'm a real good cook, but Mike learned a lot of his stuff from his mom. I learned some of my stuff from my mom. But I remember when he caught a bunch of crappie and filleted them, he dipped them in, or he he salted them with lemon pepper and just sauteed them in a frying pan. Man, that was some really good tasting crappie. Best tasting crappie I'd ever tasted. So Mike is really good. He made what I call shake and bake butter. That takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to make in a little pint jar like that, and it's white. It don't look yellow; it looks white, but it's got a really rich taste to it. And he said his mom taught him that too. So Mike's mom really taught him well on a lot of that stuff. Uh, Scott goes, Arkansas does not have Mexican food like Texas. Well, we have authentic here, and we have Tex-Mex both, like y'all have both in Texas. Now, I've tried a couple of the authentic Mexican restaurants here in town that I tried. It was really excellent. Uh, to me, Tex-Mex is Tex-Mex, but some places it does taste better on the Tex-Mex than others. Authentic is how they authentically make it from old Mexico. I prefer it that way better, you know, if it's made right, you know. Used to, we had more Tex Mex places to eat here than authentic. Now the roles have reversed. There's more authentic places to eat Mexican food here than Tex Mex. And Tex Mex is like Taco Bell, you know, American. Authentic is like the way they make it the Mexican way. Uh, Jamie goes, yeah, I like it. Yeah, me too. Scott goes, have you ever had authentic tacos with goat cheese? Yep, and I prefer it that way. I like it. I love goat cheese. Goat cheese is the richest cheese that's made. Goat's milk is the richest milk there is. It's richer than any cow's milk, but it's the most expensive. You know, cabbage instead of lettuce. Yeah, I prefer it with cabbage instead of lettuce. That's me. Jamie goes, I love our Mexican food. Hey, Ozzy. Yep. There's a lot of authentic Mexican restaurants I have not gotten to try here. I've only got to try a couple. So I'd like to branch out and try some more. I know when I ate that one time at Taste of India, and the meal was for free, and I didn't do a food review either. It was really, really good, really rich, really tasty. It was totally different from what I thought it was going to be. The young lady had talked to me, who waited on me, talked to me for a little while about it, and she said most people do that's like say from American gets the wrong idea. They think like you, it's got a lot of curry, it's real spicy, and she goes, curry is a gravy. She said, it's not real spicy. She said, we have spicy stuff, but what she recommended to me is what I tried. It's called something chicken. I forget now. Something chicken. It didn't look like it, but man, it was rich and it tasted really good. So Jeremy goes, yep, 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 it's good stuff. It is. And I would tell everybody if you've ever tried authentic uh, uh, taste, I mean, Indian food, go try it because I guarantee you. I mean, I don't work for what's his name anymore, the owner of it, but I would say go try it because you will like it. I guarantee you that there'll be something on that menu you'll like. You know, so but yeah, I mean, I've only ate there one time. I think it was only one time I ate there, but it was really good. I was going to do a review for there, but David, I knew wasn't going to pay me, so I quit working for David. But the other staff didn't hire me. The working staff didn't. It was David who hired me. But that's on David, you know. Uh, but the staff was real friendly there. Taste of India, they were. Said sure the staff's real friendly there. They didn't hire me at either place. David was the one that hired me. Just David chose to be an ass, you know. Uh, Scott goes, do y'all have Mexican grocery stores in Arkansas? We have, I know we got, it's like a Mexican convenience store on Monroe. Because the reason why I knew about it is because it was like about 4 doors down from the Kim Free, the house, the first Kim Free house I went to. And it's about as big as a convenience store, and it's all Mexican in there. So that's the only one I know of. There may be some others here in Jonesboro, maybe bigger too that I don't know about. Scott, uh, Jamie goes, yes, yes, we do, Scott. So Jamie would know more about it than I would. Uh, so don't get me lying. But yeah, uh, I I mean I like Tex Mex. Don't get me wrong, but I love authentic hands down better. Uh, Now, sometimes it's like any other restaurant. You can go to an authentic Mexican restaurant. If they ain't made it right, it's going to taste like shit. But that's the same with the Tex Mex, too, a Tex Mex place. So, but if it's made good, I know this is what I loved about Leachville when I lived over there. There was a couple that lived two doors down from me and my Mexican roommate. And they used to have an authentic Mexican restaurant in Leachville, but they got shut down. So they started doing it actually out of their house. And you called them up, told them what you wanted, they'd make it and they'd bring it to you. And man, their burritos were so big you could only handle one, and it'd fill you up. And it was only $3 for it, and they'd bring it to you. You know, I mean, it was really really good, and it was made the authentic way. Uh, Jamie goes, "There's one on Nelson." Okay, Jamie. See, that's what I said. Don't get me the line. Jamie would know. Is it bigger than a convenience store, Jamie? Is it bigger than one of them? Jerry goes, and as much as I don't Mammoth Springs like it. I guess don't like Mammoth Springs. I'll have to have. I have to drive the first. I get his sentences are getting mixed up here. Do you see that, Scott? Uh, Johnny goes, yes, I do. Well, I knew I wasn't the only one. He's doing that again tonight. He was doing that bad last night. He's doing it bad again tonight. Uh, uh, Scott goes, hello. Yeah, we're here. Jamie goes, yes, yes, it is. Yeah, Jamie sees it too. Maybe he took his medicine again tonight. Well, I think his medicine's not agreeing with him because the way it's looking to me, his thinking process, he's getting things backwards instead of frontwards, if you know what I mean. And that's showing me a pattern with his thinking process. Uh, I know he can't help it. Don't get me wrong, he can't. But that's what it's showing me. I don't think his medicine's agreeing with him necessarily. It may be a side effect. I don't know. I mean, he's been doing this the last two nights. Uh, Jerry goes, I'd rather look out the window. Uh, USA is not in the show again tonight, so I mean, I guess he's all right. Jared, are you still in here? Uh, Jared might have got out. No, there he is. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. I thought maybe you might have got out. He goes, no more two wives. The USA? Yeah. Uh, well, Jared, let me ask you this. Are y'all living together right now? You and Jade? Are y'all living apart, or you don't mind me asking? You don't have to say if you don't want. Uh, Scott goes, yeah, no more two wives. Yeah. Uh, I don't see how he can afford that, two wives, unless they work and pay the bills. Scott goes, they are supposed to come here, come have sex on camera for us. Well, I don't hold anybody to anything. That's me there. Uh, Jerry goes, yeah, we have a house. Well, what I was saying was, I think if we understood you right, y'all were separated, but now you're back together. So now y'all are living back together, Jared, you and Jade. Yeah, back at the house in Jonesboro. Okay. Well, let me ask you something here because I had brought this up to Scott and Jamie and stuff that did y'all had some friction over you being in the show every night? Did that cause any problems with you and her? By any chance, Jared? I mean, I could see it, especially on the vacation part. If she didn't like you being on the show. I got high and forgot I was on you. Okay, this is my rebel. I got high and forgot I was on YouTube. It happens. I forgot to forget, and I forgot to remember, and I remembered to forgot. Wow, rebel. Jamie goes, wow, rebel. Yeah, got high and forgot he was on YouTube. Yep, just wow. Yeah, does Jerry smoke? Uh, yeah, he smokes reefer. I think. Yeah, that might be affecting him in his medicine. It's probably, if I had to guess, I don't know. Jared goes, no, man, I had to do with other problems we were having with each other, but we paid the bills multiple times since. So okay, well, I brought that up. That she might not have liked you being on the live show here, especially during the vacation part, because I know that she probably wanted to have private time with you. And I get on her days off work when she's up here in Jonesboro that she might want to have private time with you. So I could understand it if she didn't like it on those two fronts. Uh, Jamie goes, "That's what's wrong. Uh, that's what's wrong." Jamie says, "Yeah." Uh, Scott goes, "What if you get a job? That way you can pay your own bills and have her off your back." Well, he told me why I knew the reason why he didn't have a job. Remember, I told you guys a while back. He's got a possible lawsuit going against him, and that's why they're wanting to wait to even get married until after this is settled, and then that way he can go back to work. Because if he's found, as I use the word negligent, in whatever the case is that he's possibly being sued for, they can garnish his wages. If they get married right now, they can garnish her wages. So that's why he's waiting for right now. Because I remembered that when we talked out here, mano to mano, he said that's why he wasn't working right now, and that's why they wouldn't get married till after this was settled, because they could garnish her wages, which they could, you know. So I get why he's not working right now. I get that, uh, you know. Uh, Rebel goes, I heard Mormons has two wives. Well, that was about USA. A guy that's got he has his ex-wife that lives with him and his current wife, and they all sleep in the same bed. So, which is hot and nasty. But who wouldn't like that? I mean, Jamie goes, he was smoking. I think he was smoking last night, and I think what it's doing is it's probably mixing with his meds, because his sentences that he puts out, yeah, you can figure out, but they're like behind one another. Each one is so it tells me it's affecting his I wouldn't say necessarily his mental state, but his thinking process. And I don't mean that in a bad way either. I mean, and it's not. I don't take it like that. It's just when your sentences are kind of like behind one another when they need to be in front. That's what I mean by that. Uh, Jerry goes, I wouldn't look at anyone who's done it. Who's done it? That's why his words are messed up, right? Yeah, I totally don't understand this one. This one here right now. He goes, I wouldn't lock at anyone who's done it. Okay, I guess he means I wouldn't knock anyone who's done it. I guess is what he means. But up here, Rebel Sun goes, "Oh God, that's a lucky man." Uh, yeah, talking about USA. That's what we was thinking. Yeah, uh, But guys, I got 4 days left on the suspension. That's counting today, 3 days, 3 days from today, and then I'll have the reinstatement. But Jamie, I know how to send him the link through an email through Gmail to him, and I should be able to get him on because I figured out how to do that part. There's no way you can do it sending an email to his phone number and getting him on. This will be the only way. The only other way would be when I'm unsuspended, but this way I know I can get him on because I figured that out pretty quickly. Now, I know Jared is fixing to say this. I've been doing traffic reports every night, too. This is a traffic report brought to you by Parker Road Specialty Pharmacy, right here on Parker Road here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. If you're looking for a good pharmacy, Mike Sue, the owner, Doreen, Justin, and all the gang here will be glad to fix you up. Tell them the Shut Man sent you. Right now, currently on northbound, southbound Parker Road, northbound, southbound I-555 is dead. Nothing on Southwest Drive, northbound, southbound on Southwest Drive, dead. That's your traffic report. When I say dead, not a vehicle one. But anyways, Johnny goes, okay. Okay, okay. Jerry goes, rest in peace, USA. Rest in peace, Bud. Well, Bud was on the show last night, if I remember. Before that, it had been a little while, you know. So that well, I mean, USA can come back and Bud can come back. Don't get me wrong, and they probably will once we add some spice to the show starting tomorrow night. I'd like to add two spices tomorrow night. Yeah, doing the simultaneous two live shows, but also make it DJ night tomorrow night. If I can get a speaker tomorrow, if I have enough time, we'll have both in tomorrow night's show. So I really look forward to tomorrow night's show. And like me and Scotty talked about it, we'll just do it straight TikTok live, straight YouTube live every night. And if I get my show suspended on TikTok live, then we'll do a Facebook live with YouTube live. One night I'll be DJ, next night Scott can be DJ. Music trivia will go along with that, like Jared come up with. Say well, what solo singer sung that song? What year did it come out? What album was it on? What was the name of the tour? Stuff like that. Uh, Rebel Sun goes, I can go live with you and show you my horses. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jamie goes, I will do that. You bet. Do it, honey. Thank you for the traffic report, Jerry goes. Well, you're welcome, Jerry. Uh, Jamie goes, yep, 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 yep. Scott goes, 9 p.m. to 9:30, or 9 p.m., no 9:30, so that Timothy can be on 1 hour. Well, you got to understand, some nights I can't do that. You got to understand it's uploading issues on this part of town. This is the worst part of town for uploading. And when I'm uploading, I can't go like to a YouTube live show. It'll kill the upload. So if I'm already uploading, more nights than not, it's going to be 9:30. If I don't have to upload and I can go at 9 o'clock and wait and do the upload later when the show's over with, then yeah, I could do 9 p.m. But it just depends. Like I said, I mean, uh, some nights it'll be 9 p.m., but more nights than not, it's going to be 9:30. You got to realize everything I do in a day and night. You got to realize how much typing I do. I probably do at the average of about close to 4,000 to 5,000 words in a day and night. That alone. So I mean, there's a lot of things I do. Uh, Jamie goes, yeah, I want to see Jamie on live. You'll be there. You'll be there. Scott goes, just upload after the show. Sometimes I get it uploaded in time, but I mean, if you can't swing the show, then don't. I mean, I have to go on. I have to go on my time, meaning that if I'm starting an upload and I know I've got plenty of time to do it, then that's what I do. But then sometimes it gets hung up, and that's out of my control. So uh, Jamie goes, yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I mean, summer months that's the way it went. It went that way last summer. A lot of nights I started it at 10 p.m. Last summer. Uh, but now in the fall and winter months, it goes back to 5 and 6 p.m. So, well, I know what you mean for Timothy, but I mean, I can only do what I can do. Is what I'm saying. Uh, I mean, I got everything done, and show was at 9:33. It wouldn't have been 3 minutes late from that, but I finally figured out that I couldn't send him a text going on his phone number. It wouldn't have worked that way. But I could send him a text after I copied the link and sent it to him by his email address. Then I could get him on. Uh, Jeremy goes, yeah, so much gossip. And Jerry goes, yeah, there you go, Jerry. Rebel goes, Jamie is my internet girlfriend at 10 p.m. Scott goes, I have portable Wi Fi. Well, I have Wi Fi, but I got 5 speed internet too. But like, they'll tell you here at this pharmacy. And these are women that got college educations here. That the uploading on this part of town is a motherfucker. I mean, and it just is. I'm not just saying that. I mean, I don't blow nothing out of proportion. And I don't tell lies. I tell facts. And some nights the uploading is not too bad. Still bad, but not too bad. Then some nights it's fucking terrible. You know, I've had times just to upload one video took me 3 hours. So it's not that I'm not on their Wi-Fi here. I'm on their Wi-Fi here at Parker Road Specialty Pharmacy. But I also got 5 speed gigabyte data. You know, I never use my data up either because I got more data with Cricket now. So that's what I'm saying. Uh, Rebel goes, I don't know her husband was in here. Yeah, he was in here, but he has to get off at 10 o'clock at night. Scott goes, I need to come put some fiber in there. Seriously, come on, AT&T. Well, they got right fiber just right over here, but that's what I'm saying. The Wi-Fi just on this part of town really sucks. You know, this is the worst part of Jonesboro for Wi-Fi service. You know, that's why I put my written post into my two lives, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, but the latest 9:30. You know, but I know what will get me suspended on Facebook. So I'm not texting nobody on Messenger anymore for anything. As far as Facebook, I can only text people that leaves a comment on my video because I can still do that right now on Facebook. But like Powell told me, it's when you text them personally that's when Facebook gets a little suspicious, even though you haven't said nothing wrong in the text, and that's why they suspend your account. So that's why I can't text anybody personally on Facebook and Messenger anymore. Only place I can do that on is TikTok. Uh, God goes contact AT&T and see if we can get me another job. They're putting more fiber in. What are you saying? You're going to contact AT&T, Scott? Jamie goes, yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. Now a lot of times what I'll do is I'll go up in the front part of the pharmacy because the Wi-Fi is a little better there. It comes quicker to upload when I do that. If I'm here on the side, it's not as good. If I'm behind the place, it's really bad. So, no, all y'all contact AT&T for me to come there and put fiber in the ground. Well, I would, but I don't know what all to ask them. You know, I don't. Uh, Scott goes, yeah. Jamie goes, that would work, Scott. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to ask them or try to get them to do because I don't really know much about fiber optic. Jamie goes, that would be very good. Yeah. Jamie goes, that would work for us. Well, guys, the show's going to be on 2 hours here uh, in about 4 minutes, so I'll probably just go ahead and end it. Uh, Rebel Sun goes, well, I'm about to get off of here. Ozzy, I'll be back around. Good night, Jamie. I love you, my internet girlfriend. Well, thanks, Rebel Sun. We appreciate you coming in here again tonight from Boulder, Colorado. And I'm fixing the show anyways here in about 3.5 minutes. It'll be a 2 hour show, and I'll probably just cut loose at that. So thanks so much for being on tonight, Rebel Sun. Scott goes, goodbye, y'all. Goodbye. Are you leaving now too, Scott? Because I'm fixing the show here in about 3 minutes. Jamie goes, good night. Scott goes, okay, I'll stay on 3 more minutes. Yeah, because I was fixing the show when the 2 hour mark hit. And really, we got less than 3 minutes, about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Rebel goes, good night, everyone. Love you, Jamie. Jamie goes, yeah, yeah. And then Jerry goes, good night, Jerry. Thanks for being on here, my Truman buddy. I appreciate you. I want to thank the other young man that came in here earlier tonight that subscribed. I don't recall his first name. Uh, but one thing I can say, I am going strutting tomorrow. But like I said, I might only get as far as Cricket Wireless on Southwest Drive. I might have to come back because I know she'll have to probably switch everything like still on this phone over to that. But it might be a real quick thing. I don't know because I'm getting a new phone tomorrow too. So hopefully, as everything should go tomorrow night, we will have two shows simultaneously tomorrow night. YouTube, TikTok Live every night, starting tomorrow night. So I look forward to it. Jared goes, well, it's been another great live, Ozzy. Thank you for being on and have a great night. You too, Jared. I'm glad you finally come back in here and let us know how you was doing, my friend. We appreciate you. And like I said, just think about the manager part. There's not a lot you would have to do right now anyways. I can tell you what those three things are, and you could work at that at your leisure. And then what would come later on after those things would be just trying to get me some jobs. But like I said, just do some thinking about it. Jamie goes, all right, night, night. You too, Jamie. Thanks so much. You tell Timothy tomorrow. I said thank you once again for being on, and thanks for you and Timothy and Audrey for bringing me the Captain D's food. And I will finish what little bit's left before I go to camp tonight. I want to thank my good friend Scott, moderator, who's in Temple, Texas, of course. That's where his next job took him to, him, the wife, and kids. I hope y'all have a great night tonight, buddy. Thank you, Jerry DeMint, over at my homeboy in Truman, Arkansas tonight. Of course, Rebel Sun in Boulder, Colorado. Everybody that's been in the live chat tonight, thank you so much. Another great show. Also, I want to thank all the viewers out there. Please tune in tomorrow night. I'm hoping, anyways, for a 9 p.m. Central Standard Time Strut Sand show here on YouTube. But at the latest, 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I mean, I wish I could get it back to 9. I would like it a little bit better myself. But tomorrow night should be the first of many nights that we're going to do it every night. Two live shows simultaneously at the same time: YouTube Live and TikTok Live every night. So I look forward to seeing all of y'all then. God bless you all. Stay tuned next for the live show highlights on TikTok and for the rebroadcast of the live show on all forms of social media except for Twitter. So until tomorrow night, God bless you all. And until then, so long for now, everybody. Bye, y'all.